What up, Bulls Nation? We've got live CHGO Bulls postgame coming up right now. The Bulls end 2025 with a win. Finally getting that Pelicans monkey off their back. They win 134-118 in their first game without their starting backcourt of Coby White and Josh Giddey. How did they do it? Isaac Okoro had a lot to do with it. We'll break it down next. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome into CHGO Bulls postgame. Coming to you live from our studios here in West Loop, downtown Chicago. CHGO Bulls postgame presented by Michelob Ultra and Bet365. The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra and download the Bet365 app with promo code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment is never ordinary at Bet365. I'm Peck Bulls _Peck. That's Big Dave. Bow. BWL Sports. King of the controls, Joey C. Last time in 25. You ready?
Coast to coast win, Big Dave. Are you ready?
Bulls win again. Bulls win. Trace. Bulls win for Bulls fans. Bulls win for Peck's mustache. Bulls win for Portillo's. Bulls win for the Christopolis clan. Bulls win for the people. Bulls win. And one for yourself, sir.
For the people.
Bulls win. That's a Bulls win.
That's a wire-to-wire Bulls
That's
win.
an ass-whipping Bulls win.
It's about as wire-to-wire as we've gotten at any point this season.
That's pretty wild.
134-118, the Bulls win comfortably after, I believe, taking a 5-point lead into halftime.
Yes.
No Josh.
Nope.
No Coby.
Nope.
No problem.
Nah.
I mean, it was the Pelicans.
Yeah.
But the Bulls,
no Zach either.
But the Bulls couldn't beat this team in either of their previous two tries.
Look at this guy.
We'll take it. I mean, how do you not start? And shout out to y'all and Bulls Nation hanging out with us in the chat.
Yeah.
As Joey said, smash that freaking like button. It's free.
Yeah.
And make sure you are subscribed if you aren't already to join that 100K and growing. How do you not start this game by talking about our pal C Red Fred's favorite Bull of all time, Dave?
Patrick Williams.
No, not that one.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Isaac Okoro.
Woo!
With a Bulls career high, 24.
Yeah. He went crazy.
How about that?
He went absolutely bonkers. What I was laughing at in my head the entire time he was doing that was, in pregame, I forgot that I've kept forgetting his name. To say even Isaac Okoro's name. I was like, oh, yeah, Isaac Okoro's going to be out there too. And Isaac Okoro said, how dare you? I'll show you, sir. Welcome to the new year. Here is 24 big points. Here is my best game in a Bulls uniform. He was outstanding. There's nothing else to it. 8 of 10 from the field. I love the fact that he's the one out of every other Bulls player, Matt, got to the line the most times. 6 of 8 from the free throw line was Isaac Okoro. That means he was being aggressive, B-E, aggressive. And going 2 of 4 from the three-point line, anytime you get that from Isaac Okoro, I mean, that's found money out there. But the biggest one, the man was a plus 31 on the floor for the Chicago Bulls, man. Oh, yeah, and he threw in 2 blocks, too, because, defense is what he does. But that plus 31, I mean, I am affecting everything that's happening on the floor. Mm-hmm. You guys need me to win this basketball game. And, I mean, he showed it out there, man. Like, just a great game from him, inside, outside. He did it, whether it was a catch and shoot, whether it was him creating, whether it was him, getting to the paint and dunking, and as I mentioned, the free throws. I thought he was key, man, and he was absolutely huge for the Bulls, and congratulations to him for having that game.
Absolutely massive. I mean, very efficient with what he did on the floor, and you mentioned the plus 31. He also played a team-high 36 minutes. Mm-hmm. We have not seen Billy Donovan venture into the high 30s or, dare I say 40s as far as minutes for any of his guys this season, regardless of which guys he deems to be the most important.
Yeah.
It's part of their play fast and play by committee strategy.
Correct.
On a nightly basis. We're never going to play anybody, Tibbs Knicks level of minutes,
Sure.
or Tibbs Bulls level of minutes for that matter.
Ice.
But on a night where he's missing Coby and Josh, boy, Billy Donovan leaned on Isaac Okoro about as heavy as he leaned on any player in any game this season.
Yeah.
And it worked.
And it worked, man. And I mean, he took it.
Didn't see that coming.
Who did? Like I said, I forgot he was there. Like who did see it coming? And shout out to you. Well, I know one saw it going, and that's C-Red Fred. But yeah, man, like you can't take anything away from the game that he played. It wasn't a lucked into 24. It wasn't a falling ass backwards into it 24. Like, no, man, like he really took control of the game, and he did it on both sides of the floor, as I mentioned. And yeah, like if this is the Isaac Okoro we can expect, oh my God. Like, we're doing some real serious things out here. I don't think it'll be this way, but that is something that was absolutely needed on this team and something that they absolutely want to see more of from this young man. Because, again, as the guys, like you mentioned, that are out, Matt, as long as those guys are out, somebody's going to have to step up. You and I wanted to be modest in those scenarios. I thought Vooch would carry them tonight. No. My man. Isaac Okoro and CC Red Fred.
There's our guy in the
up
chat.
in here talking crazy.
Pointing out the Bulls record with and without Okoro this season, 15-10 when he starts, 1-7 in games that he does not play. Quoting, of course, the great Tom Izzo, you don't measure heart, toughness, or leadership in a box score.
Yep, but you measured the 24 points in there.
You know what I did measure in a
Which
box
was awesome.
score? Isaac Okoro's first 2 games as a Bull when he collectively scored 0 points. I did measure that.
See,
so, again, when I said didn't see 24 points coming from Isaac Okoro tonight,
Didn't
there's
see it.
good reason for that.
No, absolutely right. Like, nobody expected that.
Not a hater. Just
to
like,
happen.
You're not counting on Isaac Okoro dropping you 20 points on any given night.
No. And, I mean, do it consistently throughout the entire game. Like, he didn't just have a good quarter.
Yeah.
Like, he played this way the entire game. Like you said, Billy leaned on him and expected it from him, and he came and he gave it to him. Now, you did mention it was against the Pelicans. We understand that. And the Bulls had no problem scoring against the Pelicans in those other games. It was they were getting outscored by the Pelicans for sure. Like Peck gave up, 143 to them in one of those games. So scoring 134 is awesome, but keeping them to about 118 is really good as well. Like Pelicans didn't shoot well from the three-point line, weren't shooting super well from the field. Zion was the main one who was just like a mastodon out there, man. Like he was just ridiculous. But man, I thought the tide really turned in this game in that third quarter. And I had a double take look at this because I thought it was a mistake. But the Chicago Bulls in the third quarter shot 19 free throws. Like, that's insane to me to see. And I believe they hit 16 or 17 of them. But
which is good because they started the game missing half of their free throws.
Exactly my point. But it turned the game. If you're going to slow the game down, the Bulls don't have a great half-court offense. For me, that's the half-court offense.
Yeah.
And that is reminiscent of when Gottlieb would talk to me about Andre Drummond. And he said this on the show, that the Bulls' offense at that time was DeMar DeRozan's mid-range, and their defense was Andre Drummond getting rebounds.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm looking at the half-court offense the same way as far as, you getting free throws. That's going to be that half-court offense. That will slow the game down. That gives you opportunity to score. I'm really happy for them. I mean, attempted, a total of 34 free throws. They were 25 for 34. 74%. I think that percentage has to be a little bit better, obviously. But the fact that they got that many, and the fact they got that many in that third quarter, I mean, for me, that's what kind of turned the tide for them in this game and where they started kind of running away with it. Because in that fourth quarter, that three-point shot was just pure for the Chicago Bulls. It was absolutely hitting for them. So, good second half for them. Like, honestly, very good second half for the Chicago Bulls, man. Good win.
Let's see what Bulls fans are talking about in that live chat. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button. Let's take the temp. Bulls fans in the chat. Taking the temp, brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons. Your trusted local experts are Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric.
It's electric.
Visit fourseasonsheatingcooling.com for all of their special offers and money-saving coupons. That's fourseasonsheatingcooling.com. Elijah Mercado in the chat saying, I've seen enough. Io could take Coby's role if he is traded.
Damn.
Captain Stuckey saying, is Tre Jones the team's best point guard / ball handler?
Been telling you that.
Scott LaRock saying, we have IO and IO, as in Isaac Okoro.
Okay.
They had a few turnovers with our backcourt out, said another 696 LMAO they add. Yeah, so a lot of love for Io and Tre Jones in this first game that they have been thrust into larger roles. Heath in the chat pointing out that Tre Jones did not miss a shot, which he did not. That's impressive.
You're very.
Tre Jones, man. We talked about him and Io in pregame.
Yeah.
Tre gets the start. Io off the bench, as we expected. Billy would probably want to stagger his two most trusted ball handlers on a night when they're down two of their regular ball handlers. Quick, by the way, if you watch pregame, my pregame pick, shout out Bet365, Tre Jones to have 10 or more assists, he had 12. Io to have 5 or more assists, he had 6. Yeah, give me another little ding there. But and by the way,
He wants his pats on the back, sir. You give him his ding.
My one Pels pick tonight was, of course, Zion having a 30-plus point night. He finished with 31. Dang. That's 3 for 3. You're welcome.
Pat on the back, prize
putting
picks.
the focus back on those Bulls guards, it is something that I think Billy has always appreciated about Tre and why he trusts him. He might not be the creative playmaker and 4D chess kind of offensive engine that Josh Giddey can be and has been effectively
for sure.
at times for this Chicago Bulls team. He is just a smart player who finds open looks for his teammates. You're getting 12-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio from a spot starter but primarily backup guard. Oh, and by the way, as Heath in the chat pointed out, in addition to that 12 dimes to only 1 turnover and the Bulls at large protecting the ball as a team very well tonight, good job to them, he also gave you 20 points on not missing a shot from the field.
Incredible.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Is Tre Jones secretly this team's best player? Come at me, Giddey Committee. Come at me, I don't care.
As I've said on this show, and Will Purdue told me I was dead on with this point, Tre Jones is the best pure point guard on the Chicago Bulls.
Ding.
I'm not telling you that he's better than Josh Giddey. I'm not telling you I think that. I'm not telling you that Josh Giddey isn't a better point guard than Tre Jones. But we're talking about how the position is played, just the purity of that position at point guard. It's no doubt that is absolutely Tre Jones. He plays it like you draw it up in the books. And that is why Billy Donovan loves him, all right? And the way he plays it, you saw it tonight. Those 12 assists, go back and watch them, man. Like, because everybody was getting it, whether you were at that three-point line or whether he was hitting you inside or whether it was on the transition. He was finding guys within the half court, within the flow of the offense. Tre Jones that IQ was working overtime tonight for this Chicago Bulls team. And you love how he's kind of like a bulldog in the sense of he doesn't realize how tall he is. He thinks he's 7 feet, he thinks he's 6'8". So he goes into that paint and he tries to score on everybody. That one play, that layup, I don't know if you all remember it, but that layup he had on the baseline when he faked the three-point shot and went straight inside on those tall players on the Pelicans and finished at the rim, that's impressive. But yes, when it comes to the purity of the position of point guard and how it's played and how it's taught and how you would show it to the younger guys and how it's done in the NBA, he is the best, undoubtedly, in my opinion, the best pure point guard on the Chicago Bulls.
Also in the chat, of course, Bulls fans with an eye on the future.
Yeah.
Z Zorn, OG, I'm ready. Trade announced. Ja for big hair bros, Coby and Josh.
Oh, man.
There's a lot. Pete Tamison, we're back. Next man up. Let's trade Coby for Zion and be done. There's lots of trade talk in the chat tonight.
That's what a win to do, baby.
Because that's what Bulls fans are going to be talking about.
I mean, that's a win does that. It magnifies those guys and how they playing. I see Thomas saying Tre's a damn good point guard. Only weakness is the three-point shooting. I would say the weakness as far as the three-point shooting for me is more so this season. Just what's going on right now. I don't know Tre Jones to be a bad three-point shooter.
He's just never been a high-volume three-point shooter.
Never.
It's not part of his game.
I mean, he's a career, including this, he's like a career 30% guy.
Yeah.
From the three-point line. Like you said, Matt, the volume is never high. Like the most he's ever taken in his career is 2.5.
Yes.
Like he's not going to do that. But he will get you a low 30s, mid 30s 3-point shot. But when you need it and you got to have it, he'll hit it. The one that he took, he hit.
He hit. And quickly before we go to break, taking the temp of how Bulls fans feel with the front office and our confidence in the front office as we near that trade deadline. Our guy Juan Miller, knowing AK, Tre Jones will be traded. Hey, to AK's credit, he did sign Tre Jones.
He did.
On a fairly team-friendly contract to keep him here.
He did.
So there's that.
He did, man.
And then here's this. We're going to knock out our first ad break. We'll come back on the other side. More thoughts on tonight's game. Hand out our game day difference makers. We'll hear from Will the Go Gottlieb from the UC. All that, more of your chats. And we'll find out who the Goon tonight is.
Bang.
Hit the like. It's free. We'll be right back.
It's free. You can be good. It's the thing.
Yep.
You can do that.
Yep.
It happens. Like Vito's a good dog. But you can be great.
Great. I'd say he's a great dog.
I would say he's a super great dog. All right. That's a Vito. But Vito's also on another level because Vito is ultra. All right. And if you want to be ultra, but you can't be like Vito, but guess what you can do? You can grab a Frosty Cold can or a bottle of Michelob Ultra because once it hits your lips, it's full throttle. Well, Big Dave, I have a question for you. Yes. Why is that dog so awesome? And what makes it ultra? Well, guess what? Joey C., his wife, that's their dog. That's what makes it so dang on awesome. All right. But 22.6 carbs, 95 calories. That's what makes it ultra, ladies and gentlemen. Superior game meets superior taste. Hello, superior game. Hello, superior taste. Meet Vito. So no matter what you're playing for, you need to do one thing and one thing only. Make it superior. And you do that with Michelob Ultra. Be ultra magnetic.
CHGO Bulls also brought to you by Bet365. And right now with their early payout offer, you are a winner if your team goes up by 17 points with an instant payout on straight bets and parlay selections marked as winners when you are watching your footballs. We're coming down to it. Last week of the regular season. Download the app. Use code CHGO365 when you sign up because when you do that and place your first $5 bet on anything, football, basketball, hockey, win or lose that bet, don't matter. You're getting $150 in bonus bets either way. And you can use those bonus bet dollars on just about any kind of bet. Spreads, totals, player props, futures, and more. They've got something for every football night. Thursday Night Football, $10 safety net bet. Sunday Night Football, $365,000 jackpot. And Monday Night Football, 50% super profit token boost on same game parlays.
Wow.
So what are you waiting for? Download the app. Use code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 and older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. CHGO Bulls postgame rolling along on New Year's Eve. Wednesday night here. Bulls get the win over the Pels. Peck, Big Dave, our guy Joey C., King of the Controls, hanging out with us. His queen's here. His pup's here.
You know.
And shout out to everybody in the chat who's mentioning our great momentous occasion yesterday. CHGO Sports YouTube channel. You might see that 6-digit number where it says subscribers. 100,000 and counting.
The race is over.
The race is over, but the race to 200K
But the marathon continues.
has just begun.
That's right.
Shout out to everybody who was hanging out with us in the live chat for that very long show yesterday as we climbed our way to 100K. Shout out to Ra CHGO in the chat who said Happy New Year CHGO 100K.
Thank you kindly.
Happy
Thank
New Year
you.
to our guy Joel in the chat who said congrats to 100K guys.
Well, thank
Came
you.
here to this channel because of Big Dave and Peck. Much love to you.
Mr. Hernandez.
And Brian Monteroso in the chat saying congrats on 100K. By the way, been following you since day one. My first daughter will sleep while listening to y'all, and now all my kids listen. Wow. Appreciate that. I hope it doesn't give them nightmares. We do our best to be a kid-friendly show around here. And we've even we've cleaned up the language since certain streaming partners came around.
We got it together a little bit, and that's why he says all the children can listen now.
That's right.
Because once it was for the daughter, like, she can handle this. But now everyone can listen in, and we appreciate you because we love the kids.
Love you, Bulls Nation. All right, with that, let's get to our Game Day Difference Maker, Big Dave. Game Day Difference Maker brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. Better father, better husband, better man. Go to Game Day Men's Health. Visit GameDayCHGO.com to find the locations nearest you. We obviously talked about how great Okoro has been in this game. We talked about the incredible night from Tre Jones. I'll give some difference maker to a guy who maybe some were surprised to see in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And that's Jalen Smith.
Come on now.
14 points on a efficient enough 5 of 11. He would have had a monster stat line if he knocked down, 1 or 2 more of his threes. He finished just 1 of 5 from downtown. But a double-double of 14 and 14. When it's like the 14 boards, 11 of them on the defensive glass, a couple of blocks. And we talked in pregame about how this Pelicans team just bullied the Bulls inside in those first 2 Pelicans wins when these teams faced one another. And, the Bulls' 41 defensive rebounds tonight, that's much better. That's much better than what we've seen from them. Overall rebounding battle, Pelicans finished with 46 to the Bulls, 49. They won the rebounding battle. Wow. They got smoked on the boards in game 1 and still had a 10 board deficit against the Pelicans in loss number 2.
Yeah.
A lot of that credit, Jalen Smith in that starting lineup and had a solid game from wire to wire, I think.
And you know what was great for me when I was watching him in the first half, and I said this in my instant reaction, I was like, yeah, he's having a good game. I was like, but it's solid. It's okay. You know what I mean? It's all right. And then that second half showed up. And he continued terrorizing, ended up with the double down. I said, you know what? No, I take it back. Take it back. He's having a good game. He is. He's playing very well. And I think it's important, Matt, because like you stated, this guy's coming in off the bench. And then to be put in at a position where he's playing the 4, and then to do it with Vooch this time. Usually he was doing that with Zach Collins, so that's a different kind of chemistry there. But now Vooch, he's kind of all over the place. He can be inside. He can be outside. You never know. So finding himself within that and still affecting the game as much as he did, they needed the rebounds, Matt. It's something they get killed on often. And him getting 14 of those at that position was great. The three-point shooting wasn't there. I honestly didn't think it would be. He's very streaky in that sense, but still able to impact the game scoring because having 14 points means if your 3 isn't falling, guess what it is? Me going inside and trying to put you in the rim. But also with a steal. Also with a couple of blocks as well. And I like the fact 3 of those rebounds were on the offensive side as well. And, yeah, like you said, a plus 21. Like, he just had an all-around really solid, really good game, man. And this, for me, means Billy Donovan may have found something that works. Because when you're in a position like this right now, Matt, when your top 2 guys are out of there, when your backup center is out of there, and you put in a lineup that scores 134 this efficiently, when 8 guys are in double figures, you're not going to really change that into the next game. You're going to go with that. So kudos to Jalen Smith for that.
And 8 guys in double figures on a night when 2 guys you expect to be, if not your leading scorer, among your leading scorers every night, are sitting on the bench in street clothes.
Yeah.
I think that makes it all the more impressive. And again, yes, all of this within the context of it's the Pelicans.
Sure.
But that many team assists, 33 of them on 47 baskets. And even your big man, Vooch, had 5 assists like he, usually does, contributing to the playmaking. Io with his 6 off the bench. And, win by committee. And Jalen getting thrust into that starting lineup. You saying, curious to see if Billy rides that look a bit more.
Yeah.
Over the next week or 2, while they are without Coby and Josh, I would anticipate as much.
Yeah.
Especially if he wants to continue staggering Tre Jones and Io in that first and second unit. The real I wonder question is, what happens when Josh gets back? What happens when Coby gets back?
Yeah.
Does Billy still really love this look enough to have Jalen or Zach Collins when he gets back, not just as a look he'll get a certain amount of minutes for in the first and second half, but roll out the ball with at the start of the game. Because then that gets to an uncomfortable question that I don't like.
Which is?
Assuming you're still starting Josh and Coby every night, of course, as long as they're both still around.
Sure.
Shout out trade deadline. That means you're sitting one of Modest or Okoro, and I don't like the hypothetical possibility of where that question might lead Billy Donovan to as far as his answer.
Yeah, because we know what the answer will be.
Any game this season in which Jalen Smith / Zach Collins starts and Modest does not, I will burn the United Center to the ground.
A piece of the United Center shall burn.
I will burn it.
He will burn
to the ground.
Shout out Usher.
And we can talk about Modest's game a little bit later on. But,
Sure.
Just Jalen Smith, big difference maker tonight. We'll probably get more looks in the starting lineup moving forward. But if that's what Billy sees as necessary to win some of these games, or at least try to, when he's missing his 2 key backcourt guys, It worked tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works again.
Yeah, you stick with it. It ain't broke, you don't fix it. You keep rolling with it. We worry about those when they come back stuff when they come back because they got a couple weeks, to get it together. Let's see how the team looks. And again, Matt, I know you don't want to harp on it, but you're right to continue to point out that this is the Pelicans. He's right to point that out because it's a lesser team. So now they're going to have opportunities because there are some really solid teams they're going to have to play in this stretch while these guys are out with this lineup. So it's going to make it more interesting to see what works and kind of what doesn't going forward. But it worked tonight. It worked incredibly well. You clap it up for them and you give them all the love in the world for it because the Bulls walked away with the W. So for me, Matt, difference maker, shout out Gameday Men's Health, I'm going to go with the Velveteer.
Woo!
The red velvety one.
Showed off the hops tonight.
Oh, he showed them off, man, and that's why he was my difference maker, sir. Coming in off the bench, playing 29 minutes, damn near 30 minutes off the bench, getting 13 points, the 2 of 5 from the three-point line, because I said in pregame, he's got to be more of that, Matt. He's got to be more of that three-point guy. I know you can do all this other cool stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But, dude, I'm going to need that three-point shooting.
Especially as we talked about in pregame, missing 2 of your at least more reliable this season floor spacers in Coby and Josh.
Correct, Mundo. But then he said, I appreciate you, Big Dave, shouting out my three-point shooting, but don't poo-poo the other things I do. He said, let me give you 6 of these six of these rebounds out here.
Big.
And let me give you 2 of these blocks out here, sir. Let me show you I got them hops.
And his second block was like,
Black
did
out.
Kevin Huerter just blocked that? Oh, my
Dude,
God.
I thought it was modest. Like,
Yeah.
for a second. I was like,
Truly.
dude, modest with a block. And I was like, oh, no, that's the velvet? Man, I didn't know that was the velvet.
Ginger in that hair for it
Yeah,
to be
I was like,
modest.
what is that, velvet?
What is this, velvet?
It was impressive, and I believe, what did he finish with? A plus 12 off that bench, man. That stuff's impressive to me. Like, the fact that the three-point shooting can come with the rebounding, can come with the block shots, and the things that the Bulls need, that makes Billy Donovan's job easier about who he doesn't want to play. Because if you're playing this way, Billy Donovan's like, thank you, because I don't want to play this set of players right here. You can take those minutes and go on about your day with that, sir. So I thought that he played really, really well for this team off the bench, and it was needed. He brought some toughness, brought some fight with that as well, and it was much needed for him tonight.
Jason, wait, no, who? Months behind in the chat asking if anybody else saw the glorious P-Will dunk attempt.
Oh.
I don't know if you can say game day difference maker for Pat.
Oh.
And he started slow.
Yeah.
And I sat here on pregame and said, I swear to God, if I see him play more than 10 minutes, I'm going to lose it.
And
I don't
I told
care how
you he
short
was.
it.
Yeah.
He played 20.
Yeah, you know
and
he
you
was.
were right. You were like, he's getting minutes tonight.
There's no way.
And he did.
Yeah.
And I hated every second of it.
But
12 points, 50% from the field, 2 of 4, a.k.a. 50% from 3, 2 of 2 at the line.
That's right.
He even grabbed 2 whole rebounds.
Come
Dave.
on.
He had 2 whole assists.
Woo!
Only one turnover.
Yeah.
And a steal. So he was a wash on assist to turnover.
Yeah. Give me his plus minus, Matt.
Fill it up.
Give me his plus minus.
Wow.
Right there.
He wasn't. I mean, dude, Dalen was a minus 14 in 10 minutes tonight. Shout out Dalen.
Yeah, he didn't score.
Yes. No, is it just me or did some of that Pat box score stuffing come in the end of this game when it was fairly well in hand?
No, watch the game. Yeah, that's exactly what it came. That's exactly when it showed up.
You were doing the old P-Will box score quiz with Joey.
Yeah.
I want to say like mid-third quarter, late third quarter.
That's right.
2 points.
2 points. It happened in that fourth when it was good and over. And honestly, right after that dunk, he went up and he started scoring the ball. Like, you see him hit the three-point shot, saw him get a steal, saw him get to the cup, get a rebound and a putback. Like, yeah, it came during, the trash time. So it came against, a team that's not good, playing in the time where there's nothing to play for anymore. He filled up the stat sheet. Way to go! Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
South MU, our guy always in the chat saying, man, start Jalen Smith over Buzelis.
Here we
Starts
go.
now.
Here we go.
Look, I just mentioned that when talking about how important Jalen was to this team tonight and the fact that I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the starting lineup again. when Coby and Josh hopefully get healthy, that is when that becomes a question.
Yes, correct.
They're taking their starting spots back.
Yes.
If Billy wants one of Jalen or Zach in the starting lineup, Isaac or Modest is getting a boot.
Yeah, and I know who it is. It's going to be. But
yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Modest, though. 19 points.
You don't love.
6 boards. 8 of 17 shooting. Took 9 threes tonight. Don't hate it.
He did.
Don't love it.
Let's dive a little bit deeper into what we saw from Modest tonight after the break, because I do want to talk about him a bit more. We'll still hear from Will the GOAT. We'll still find out who the Goon tonight is. Throw us some likes. They're free. Throw us a super chat. Happy New Year. We appreciate those, too. We'll be right back.
The people.
CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Four Seasons. Big Dave.
Yeah.
Chicago winter has been weird lately.
Yeah.
Wind blowing.
Yep.
It's raining hard.
Yeah.
Now it's snowing.
Yeah.
Now it's freezing.
Chicago.
Now it's raining again.
Yeah.
You need to make sure everything in your house is ready for whatever Chicago winter throws at you. Got a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons.
Yep.
Electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons.
Yep.
Need a new hot water tank? Call Four Seasons.
Bang.
Maybe you're thinking about a whole home generator.
I was.
They've got you covered there, too.
What?
Save up to $4,000 on furnaces and comfort systems with Four Seasons heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electric. Furnaces starting at $39 a month. Furnace AC combos. Just $57 a month.
Bang.
Call them today. Save $50 from your trusted local experts. Four Seasons heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electric have been serving Chicagoland for over 50 years. So visit FourSeasonsHeatingCooling.com for all their money-saving coupons and special offers. That's FourSeasonsHeatingCooling.com.
Matt, what kind of dreams did you have when you were a kid?
I wanted to be the goalie for the USA World Cup soccer team.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And now that he's older, he's also has dreams of owning his own business and running those things. Like,
Sure. Yeah.
Bang. Yeah.
Way more realistic.
Yeah. Can't be that realistic at 7. All right. Shout out to him, though. Could have been an awesome goalie, but also he's going to be an awesome business owner, and you can too. And when you do that, you're going to need Shopify, ladies and gentlemen. It is the e-commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the United States of America. That's here. And Shopify even powers CHGO merch store, baby. Check out that hat that man's wearing.
Ping.
Peep the hoodie I got on.
Ping.
Shopify. That's what's doing it. They got you covered with the website creation, the product descriptions, email, social media, marketing, anything you need. They have got your back. So turn your big business idea into Shopify on your side. Sign up with that $1 per month trial and start selling today at Shopify.com/AllCity. Shopify.com/AllCity.
CHGO Bulls postgame rolling along on New Year's Eve. Thanks for hanging out with us, Bulls Nation. Hit that like if you didn't do it during the break. It's free. Make sure you're subscribed. Throw us a super chat if you're feeling generous as we get ready for the new year. Speaking of which, shout out to Rob, another one of our regulars in the chat, who said, we're already in 2026 in Australia. The future is bright. Bulls undefeated in 2026. How about that? We'll meet y'all there in a few hours.
Cancel the season. Hang the banner.
Hang the freaking banner.
2026 banner.
That's right, baby. Hang it next to all those playing participant tournament banners that AK's got in his office. He keeps them in his office. He doesn't want to flaunt them, out in the gym at the Advocate Center or anything like that.
It's humble.
But they're in his office somewhere.
It's humble.
Yeah, that's right. Also, shout out to Scott LaRock, who earlier in the chat said that modest dunk, though, damn. I assume you're referring to his first dunk of the night.
Yeah, the first quarter joint.
He took a handoff of an outlet pass and just went up the left side of the court, made one little move, and then spin cycle on his way to just taking off, I don't know, a step and a half inside the free throw line and double hand yamming that thing.
Yes.
And that is just one of those plays that Modest pulls off. It's, the athleticism obviously is there. It's when you also see him try to add to that with his ball handling and shot creation before and or in addition to those oh wow moments where Modest finds himself a free lane. And again, he had a really nifty spin move to free himself up for that emphatic dunk.
He did.
But it's, as Bulls fans who want to see Modest take a leap from year 1 to year 2, about the nitty-gritty stuff in between that. Like I saw our pal Fred in the chat talking earlier about how Billy did give Modest the hook at one point tonight because he took an ill-advised shot early in the shot clock and he missed a defensive assignment. I was like, okay, tell him about that during the timeout. Then send him back out there. Then send him the frick back out there.
Seriously, man. Get him out there.
He played 27 minutes tonight. Come on.
Give me 30.
You can't give him 30?
Yeah, give me 30.
But again, I also saw Modest struggle tonight. We also saw Modest struggle with size tonight. Zion, Modest cannot guard him.
No.
Cannot guard him.
Who can?
And
What
that's
do you
why
think the weight difference is between Modest and Zion?
Oh, many to a
and that's
few.
not a shot at Zion. I just mean,
a
like,
rhinoceros to a caterpillar.
you're right? Okay.
Yeah.
But we saw Okoro guarding Giannis just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
That part just
Not
kind of confused
succeeding,
me.
but he was
no,
there.
I know, but that confused me why Modest was on Zion as much as he was tonight.
So
Maybe because Okoro was on the heater. He was like, keep you as an offensive guy tonight. Maybe not put you on this big fella right here.
yes, Okoro, the offensive
Yes,
heater.
you heard what I said. Yes.
But Dave, you mentioned right before the break that Modest just 2 of 9 from downtown tonight. I don't mind him taking 9 threes.
No.
It's not what I want for him every night.
No.
But again, it was within the last week or so. He had that night where he hit a career high 7 threes, and we're like, oh hell yeah, Modest.
Yeah.
But tonight, that means of the rest of his shots, he was 6 of 8 from inside the arc. That is a part that I can get behind.
Yeah. That's the thing that you like. And I mean,
Beneficiary of some nice dishing from Io, from Tre, from whoever.
Listen, man, 19 and 6 for me from this young man is solid, and 19 and 6 at a position people kind of want to see him at is also what I'm looking at as well. Because he played at the 3 tonight, and he looked, honestly, even in my opinion, I thought he looked more comfortable tonight. Of course, on the defensive end, he's still going to get those blow-bys. He's still going to miss some assignments because he's not great defensively. But you know what I still see him start doing? I saw that help defense coming out from Modest Buzelis. You saw it happen when guys were getting to the rim, and then that shadow of Modest was behind them trying to deter the shots. He ended up with no blocks tonight. We'll work on that. But he was deterring shots for them tonight, man, because the best defensive thing about Modest is his help defense. That's what he does best. If you want him to guard somebody one-on-one, cooked. You want him to put the weight on somebody, fried. You want him to stand and not, let a guy blow by him, fricasseed.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen that way for that young fella. So what he does best defensively is those block shots and that help defense. But I like the fact it was at the 3 tonight, and he just looked comfortable tonight. Making those moves, Matt, getting to the paint, finishing with those awesome dunks was really cool. I still want to see him, get a mid-range going on for him. That would be more awesome, and a little floater or something. But, again, these are things I'm saying that you add to your game the more you play.
Yeah.
So, again, make a million mistakes and live with those mistakes, man, because we're not talking about this dude being a role player. We're talking about this dude being one of your best players on the team. And the way that they get to do that is by continuously playing. So let that young man play and make his mistakes.
Rob in the chat saying, I was shocked that Billy didn't pull Modest when he got his 4th foul. Good call to leave him out there and let him figure it out. So like that, I can be upset that Billy only gave Modest 27 minutes tonight, but you can be appreciative of that because I think it was fairly early on in the 3rd quarter when Modest picked up his 4th. And I was like, oh, God, are we just never going to see Modest again tonight?
Yeah.
But Billy continued to play him.
Yeah.
And honestly, I thought that after a so-so first half, I think he finished the first half with 9 points and 4 or 5 boards. Mm-hmm. I like the way Modest finished the game even more than than that first incredible move he made or anything else he did in the front half of the game. Like I thought he, after maybe a little foul trouble frustration or frustration for his 3-ball not falling, you may have seen the young man hang his head a little bit, and that is usually what leads to more mistakes and more empty space upstairs things that then will get your vet coach who doesn't trust young guys to bring you to the bench.
Correct.
But Modest kept his head in that game, I think, more so than not, and was able to contribute positively to the game down the stretch.
Yeah, no, I can't say it any better than that. That's exactly how it went, and that's what you want to see from Modest. But again, the more you leave him out there, my opinion, the better the results are going to be because you got to shake those mistakes out and let him know what he's doing wrong on the floor. Not just taking him off the floor because he's doing wrong. Let him know what he's doing wrong out there. And let's then put him out there in that same position and see and try it again and again and again. How you think you learn how to be a shooter? How you think you learn how to be a good rebounder? A guy who passes the ball well. Like, you have to give them opportunity and repetition and consistency out there. Let them make the mistakes, man. He's going to dribble it off his foot. Why is Patrick Williams getting the opportunity to make more mistakes than he is? Like, that's a problem for me, bro. Like, I'm watching this dude make nothing but mistakes out there, and he still will get 20-plus minutes on the floor. Why isn't Modest getting that same kind of situation, that same kind of leeway, man? I have a problem with that. So, yes, I want the young fella out there. I'm okay with the problems and the mistakes that he's going to make because I know they're going to be there, and I know they're going to come. If I start seeing regression, then we can have that discussion. Then we can have that talk. If I start seeing regression in his shot or other things like that. But all I'm seeing right now is stuff that I expected to see him not be great at, not be good at, and things that I need him to learn from in year 2. So, yeah, again, let him make those mistakes. Let him go forward with that, and hopefully we get a better basketball player because of it.
Oblivion in the chat saying, I guess an interesting question is, should Modest bulk up to play the 4, or is his perimeter D going to improve enough that he can be a 3? And along similar lines, Jason Wolf in the chat said, Modest needs to get diet tips from Zion. AKA, like,
yes.
Are you familiar with the Big Mac?
I was gonna say, if he's getting a diet tips from Zion, like we're available.
Yeah, so
You
not
can
diet
consult
in the often used term of something that parameters of what you eat to help you lose weight, but just like your diet is in what do you eat? Because I do believe, to Oblivion's question and Jason Wolf's joke, I do think that Modest needs to add some muscle to his frame.
Without a doubt.
There are those who are skeptical about that idea because it might limit his athleticism, which is one of the greatest things he has going for him in his young career right now, or limit his versatility and switchability on the defensive end. If he bulks up, will he not, as the question posed, be able to guard the perimeter as well?
Yeah.
I'd say Modest can't really guard the perimeter all that well right now anyway. With his thin frame, what he does do well is recover. Yeah. Like, he'll get beat off the dribble, but then his reach allows him to make some solid recovery plays, which has led to a lot of his early season block totals.
Correct, 100%.
I want him to be able to defend bigger guys in this league. I just do. I also want him to have more muscle on his upper body to be able to push guys around when he is attacking at the other end.
Yeah.
Finish through contact, draw fouls, get to the free throw line more. Finish impressive, difficult and ones. Create separation using your muscle. These are all things that I see as possibilities for Modest's future.
Right.
And I think he needs at least a few more LBs of muscle and time in the weight room for that to be fully realized.
And for me, it's not necessarily a bulk thing. Like, you can have smooth muscles. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to be walking around
we're
like
not
this.
talking about the freakazoids
You know
in the
what I
gym.
mean?
Who was
you had to be up here with it.
It's like, hey, how are your chestnuts doing?
You know what I mean?
Have they shrunk recently?
Put your hands up. My hands are up. As I get them.
We also have available for sale right now the Matt Peck Portillo's Pyramid of Protein package now.
Oh, nice.
You can get involved in all of it.
The Portillo's
beef.
protein pack?
Yeah, you just eat
The
them.
Peck Protein Pack.
The Peck Portillo's protein pack.
Peck Portillo's protein pack.
And it's in a pyramid. And, you eat Italian beast in about 80 seconds.
Yes.
And then you go and train. Then you come back. And then you repeat.
Yeah.
Then you go train.
Yeah.
We're available. Just saying.
It is. It's out there.
My gut, which has a Portillo's beef in it right now.
That's right.
As we speak.
From his gut to your ears.
Approves of this message.
That's right. But yeah, man, he doesn't have to be Mr. Bulky guy, but he does need to put some weight on. And he does need to have more muscle to him. So it could be lean and it could be smooth muscle, but it has to be that kind of weight on there to allow, because it's also for the way he plays, like you just said, Matt. Like, if Billy wants him to be this dude that attacks the rim and goes to the rim all the time, he's going to need some more muscle to keep doing that kind of thing, man. So it's got to help him on the offensive and defensive side. So he doesn't need to be all up here, but it does need to be something there to help him play the game a little bit better.
Giddey Committee, you know you love the stash. Hate all you want. It's glorious, and you know it. Thanks for being here. Also, so are you saying that the lean and mean, he could be good, he could be great?
Ultra is what we try.
Ultra Modest, I think, is going to require a little more strength.
That's it.
A little more.
More strength. You got to be a little more strength.
Oh, strength.
Yes, that's what he needs, man. Just a little more strength.
We need to knock out one more quick ad break. We will do that and then come back on the other side, find out who the Goon of the night is, and hopefully hear from our guy Willie Gottlieb.
Yeah. He's celebrating New Year's right now.
Hit the like. Throw us a late night super chat. We'll be right back.
Celebrate.
Today's show brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Let's talk about your next weekend escape. Or maybe just your next big night out. Yeah. Because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee has everything you need in one spot.
Right there.
We're talking thousands of the latest slots and table games. That's right, I said thousands.
Yeah.
Ready to refuel? You've got a ton of amazing restaurants and bars to choose from in the area. Whether you're feeling fancy or just want a quick bite, they've got you covered.
Nice.
You don't even need to leave the property if you don't want to.
Nice.
Stay in style at their luxury hotel, just steps away from what many call Midwest's best sports book. Maybe you're heading to a Bulls-Bucks game this winter.
Shout out.
When they take on our beloved.
Yes.
Start your day right at Potawatomi, hit the sports book, then head out to the game. It's right there, super convenient. Milwaukee's got a full winter lineup of not just sports, but concerts, festivals, and more. Potawatomi is the perfect home base for all of it. Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Your win is waiting. Ooh. Go check it out.
Matt Peck, what time is it? Game time. Oh, yes. We love game time. And why do we love game time? So many reasons, y'all. Oh, Zone Deals is one of them. Because guess what? Zone Deals, you choose the section, and Game Time will do the selecting. You can get your seat together. Of course, you know, they got the fees included on everything, so that's really awesome as well. Of course, you know they got the seat views. Of course, you know they got the lowest price guarantee. You know they got that Game Time ticket coverage, which is the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. And we love them so because they're Game Time. So take that guesswork out of buying those tickets with Game Time. Download Game Time app, create an account, and use that code CHGO. Get yourself $20 off your first purchase.
Terms apply. Terms apply.
I said CHGO. Get yourself $20 off your first purchase.
Terms apply. Terms apply.
Oh, download Game Time today. Tap, ticket, and go because it's game time. Because, Joey Chris Avalanche, sir, if you were saying it from Vito, please tell me, what time is it?
CHGO Bulls postgame rolling along on New Year's Eve, counting down the hours and minutes until we turn that page to 2026.
That was funny.
And the Bulls will start 2026 1-0.
Yeah.
To get some extra insights from the locker room and Billy Donovan's postgame thoughts on that 1-0 start to 2026, let's hear from our guy, Will the Goat. Joining us on that Go Talk Hotline presented by Michelob Ultra, the delicious taste of victory. Like your beloved Bulls tonight, deserve something superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra. Buddy, who needs Coby? Who needs Josh? The Pelicans have been toppled. Isaac Okoro, Bulls career high. Tre Jones, 1 million assists, didn't miss a shot. What are your first thoughts on this win?
Well, I just want to hate to tell you for a second that they're not 1-0 in 2026 just yet. They still got to win on Friday. But they do end 2025 with a bang. And to your point, Matt, 24 for Okoro, 8 of 10 from the field for him. Tre Jones, just a perfect 7 of 7 for him for 20 and 12 with only 1 turnover. So to me, that was pretty much everything that the Bulls ever want out of their offense. The defense, I think, leaves a little room for desire for them to improve there. But offensively, that was just really everything was clicking on all cylinders. They were getting to the rim at will. They were shooting it. I mean, I don't think they had a great shooting night. They were 15 of 43 on threes, but they were getting downhill. They were getting to the free throw line. They prevented the Pelicans from doing too much damage on the offensive rebounds. They barely turned it over. It was just a really smooth game for them. Now, the question is, can they do this consistently? And that's, of course, the question that we have about this team every night. And it's why you don't get too high on the wins and too low on the losses. But certainly, I think this game in particular does probably hold some significance because, there's sort of the narrative about like everything has to be going right in order for this team to play well. And obviously, that was not the case tonight. They were without Coby. They were without Giddey. And those are 2 really important players to the style that they're trying to play. And so I think them being able to come out and play this way is a really good sign for them that they're going to be able to do that consistently, kind of get that monkey off their back, that they are able to play this way even without 2 of their key guys. Again, the consistency piece is the question, but the fact that they didn't just roll over today and say, you know what, the 2 guys that really allow us to play our identity the most aren't there, we're just going to pack it in. That was not the case. And they got the benefit of going against a really porous Pelicans defense, but those are the ones you got to take care of. They weren't able to do that the first 2 times they played this team. So you've got the Magic on Friday. You've got another game on Saturday against the Hornets for the 3rd or 4th time this year already, which is incredible to think about. But they've just got to stack these wins together and continue to play this style because the games, as Billy Donovan continues to say, don't stop coming. They have to continue to play this way consistently.
Yeah. Goat, I have stated that of all the point guards on this team, that Tre Jones is the best pure point guard that the Chicago Bulls have. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I do. I mean, I think he's so, Billy was talking about in postgame, he's such a table setter, like a traditional point guard. Billy kind of made the clarification that he's obviously not a non-scorer. He scored 20 points tonight, but it only took 7 shots to do it. That's obviously not going to be something that's replicable on a night-to-night basis, but he doesn't view the game through that lens. He views it through the lens of setting people up, and he really reads what the game is giving to him more so than some players who I think kind of try to impose their style. So I think he's incredibly important to this team. I think it's a very similar sentiment to the one that you talk about with Vooch, where if Tre is playing well, they have a good chance to win. If Vooch is playing well, they have a good chance to win. If either of those guys are having an off night, it becomes more difficult. And that's even more magnified now without 2 other guards. So Tre is, I've gained a ton of respect for him as a player. One thing that Billy said recently is that he's just like a premier ultra competitor. And after I heard that, you kind of start to watch him and his mannerisms through the game. And he really, I think he is like a 95th, 99th percentile competitor in the league. He's ultra competitive, the way that he views the game. Ultra. And I think they really need that out of a lead guard.
Goat, obviously Bulls fans curious to see that starting lineup tonight, their first one without Josh and Coby for the foreseeable future. And Billy opted to go with Jalen in there with Okoro staying in with Modest Vooch and Tre Jones being inserted as well. Curious what you thought about that move. Certainly seemed to pay off tonight. Jalen had a solid double-double, was working on the boards. Any inclination for Billy if we might see more of that moving forward in these games without Coby and Josh?
Yeah, he kind of said, they have to be flexible with the lineups. I think a lot of that tonight had to do with the fact that they were playing against Zion with another center. Derek Queen was starting, but they also have Yves Missy. And this Pelicans team destroyed them on the offensive glass in their first meeting. So I think Billy was pretty cognizant of that, wanted to have the 2 bigs in there. It would not surprise me if they go with a similar configuration against the Magic on Friday, because they've obviously got Wendell and Paolo at the 4-5. Those are 2 big guys that you need to have bodies for. And I think that's why you saw a lot of Patrick Williams tonight as well, because they just need a body for Zion. So I think that's kind of how they're going to have to be flexible. But maybe on Saturday when they play the Hornets again, they go small because the Hornets don't really have that kind of imposing force. So I think it really will depend. But I was also confused, or not confused, but maybe surprised to see that starting lineup just because Billy has been so strongly adamant about having multiple ball handlers out there. And with Tre, Okoro, and Modest together, you didn't really have that. So it was kind of an interesting thing. They ended up getting enough ball handling throughout the night, and Io played a bunch of minutes, and Huerter gives you some of that. And Modest, I thought, stepped into a larger role tonight to be able to do that too. So guys have to step up, but definitely was an interesting choice. And I would not be surprised if you see that again on Friday, and then maybe something different on Saturday.
Also in that starting lineup, we saw Modest Buzelis starting at the 3. Curious as to your take on how he played. Do you feel there was any difference in his game than when he's playing at the 4? Whether you saw more physicality, whether you saw him maybe just take a step back a little bit. Like, what did you see from his game tonight?
Well, I like that he got out on the break early and had that dunk. Those are the kind of plays that I feel like when he has those early, it just kind of like evens the field a little bit for him so that he can come in with like a little bit more aggression. And when you see him more aggressively scoring or looking to attack, I think that's when he's at his best. So 2 for 9 on threes, I'm okay with that. But what is it? 6 of 8 on 2-point shots. That's what I really love to see. I love to see the 4 foul attempts. No turnovers tonight. That had been a real problem for him over the last couple of games. So I thought it was a solid game. You saw him boxing out a little bit more, only 6 rebounds, but I thought he was more aggressive on the glass. He did get switched on to Zion a couple of times. He did kind of let Zion go through him. And that happens with, his frame being what it is right now. But I think the mixing it up and having him play some 3, I think it's beneficial for his skill set, because the ball handling stuff is really what I think they need to develop in his game the most. I think it's going to take some time, but I like the way that he played tonight for sure.
All right, go give us your Goon of the Night nom, and then we will send you on your merry way into 2026.
I forgot about Goon of the Night. It's been so long.
Bulls win!
Bulls win. I think I'll go with Tre Jones. He didn't do anything particularly goonish, but 7 of 7, 12 assists, 1 turnover, and 20 points. I think the Bulls PR just tweeted out that that's the first time that's ever happened. And in the locker room just now, they, I think KC or someone told Tre that stat, and he's like, wow, they're coming up with all these crazy stats. And Sam Smith goes, Jordan could have done that, but he just didn't feel like it. And Tre was like, yeah. And Tre goes, yeah, don't tell him because he'll come out of retirement. So I like that quote from him. And I appreciate the leadership, I think, from Tre. Like it feels so much like he's the bellwether of this team. As he goes, the team goes. When he's playing well, the team plays well. When he's able to get them, when he's able to impose his style of play on the team, that's the style that allows them to win. So I think Tre was great tonight.
Appreciate it, GOAT. Bulls Nation, read his stuff, allchgo.com. Become a diehard with sign-up promo code GOAT to get that $36 sign-up offer to read his very best stuff. Follow him, Will_Gottlieb. Buddy, get home safe tonight on those slick New Year's Eve roads, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you guys. Happy New Year.
Before we dive into the official Goon of the Night, Tim, just wanted to shout out our $20 super chat real quick from Ryan Smith. Appreciate you, Ryan, who said, what up, fellas? Question, how do y'all think AK's feeling when they win like this? Do you think it confuses him more than what he already is on what he is needed for this team, if it's trades, free agency, etc.? Hashtag Birdman hands. How do I think AK feels when they win like this? Cloud 9, baby.
Is it that John Hamm meme that's been going around?
Yeah, the one where there's music and he's like, it's some awful disco tag. Dude, I mean, AK's going to bed tonight thinking all we got to do is find a way to beat Orlando on Friday. And then who do they got on Saturday? I think they got a real team.
Hornets.
Oh, no, dude. We got to win a back-to-back against Orlando, who are decent, but they've been struggling with certain things. And Hornets, and then we're back above 500. That is what's on AK's mind right now. Not trades. Not trades.
Yeah.
Not the 2026 draft class. To my disdain. No, he's loving this.
Guess what's on my mind right now, Matt Peck? Smack him in the face with it, Joey C. One time, it's going to the North.
Be the man! You gotta beat the man! Now! I'm the man. Woo!
Oh, it's Goon of the Night time. Look at it. Put it in your eye sockets right there, ladies and gentlemen. There it is in all its splendor and glory. It's the Goon of the Night belt, ladies and gentlemen. Could be the best player, could not be the best player. Might not be a player at all. Could be somebody in the Bulls Stadium, could be an announcer, could be somebody anywhere. But as long as it's Bulls related, it's Goon of the Night time, baby. Matt Peck, who is your Goon of the Night?
Go with a great nom on Tre, like absolutely deserving if he wins it. Jalen Smith would be deserving tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my nomination to Jevon Carter.
Oh!
You talked about him in pregame. Like, hey, man, Mr. Stay Ready.
Yeah.
The Bulls are down 2 guards.
Oh.
We might see it.
It's going to happen.
Billy needs his guards.
Yeah.
Billy sent him out there. He played 5, maybe 6 minutes.
Yeah, he did.
Got up 3 quick shots.
Sure did.
Turned the ball over once. Played negative amounts of defense. And Billy said, all right, Jevon, come on back. Come on back. Not tonight, Jevon. If he had gone, 2 of 2 or 2 of 3 from the 3-point line like that, he took what I thought was an ill-advised 3, which is sometimes a specialty.
Yeah.
Clanged it. Oh my God! It was just the most hilarious. Like, enter stage left.
It was.
Immediately exit stage left.
It was that Simpsons meme.
That's all for me tonight, folks. Thank you. I'm Jevon Carter. Be sure to tip your waitress.
It was definitely that Simpsons meme of Grandpa Simpson walking into the Broncos, seeing it, turn it right back around.
Back on, and I'll see y'all later.
Have a good night.
I was like, I'll see y'all in 26. Peace out. Absolute good
stuff.
Oh
man, Joey C, sir.
That's really funny.
Who is your Goon of the Night?
Shout out to the CHGO Bulls chat for
Shout
helping
out
us
to
get
y'all.
to 100K. But how do you not go Isaac Okoro on this one? 24 points tonight, 8 of 10 from the field, 5 rebounds. This is a guy who, previous game scored only 4 points.
Yeah.
This is by far his season high. And look, like, it isn't just Isaac Okoro, but while Giddey and Coby White are out, it has to be someone different every single night.
Yeah.
Tonight was the night Isaac Okoro took the mantle to sort of lead the charge, at least in the scoring category.
Yeah.
Put together his best two-way game of the season. other players are going to have to play like that at different times in different games to keep this rolling if the Bulls want to be successful. So, Okoro.
Man, well said by young Joey C over there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here it is. You see it. It's shined up real nice, and it's looking exquisite. Splendor and glory. So, your Goon of the night, the final Goon of 2025 goes to...
Oh, sorry. Sorry, pup.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie.
We have a tie.
We have a tie. We have a tie. First of all, Joey C is correct. Isaac Okoro. I mean, the fact of the way nobody, and I mean nobody was expecting that young man to go crazy like that and carry this team to get 24 points and play, 36 minutes tonight?
36.
I mean, he usually has.
Nobody's ever played 36 for
Right,
this team.
it's never happened. And he usually has 6 fouls around that time anyway, man.
Yep.
So it's not like he's in there around that. But that is impressive. So half of this goes absolutely to Isaac Okoro. The other half of the Goon of the night is Vito the dog, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, Vito! Let's go!
Yes, that's
half
you,
of Goon of the night.
That's you.
Do you know why he got it? Was because when we had Portillo's up in here, he went to every single one of us.
Everyone.
Like, where are the fries? And just stood there, looked at you, and said, where's my fries? Went to Matt Peck. Not only did he look at Matt Peck, tapped him up a couple times, says, where's the fries? Came to me, looking at
Joey's
me.
baby.
He was like, you a big fella. I know you got some fries up in here, and I ain't moving until you show it to me. That is Goon behavior, ladies and gentlemen. So this belt right here goes to one Vito.
Be the dog. You got to be the dog.
He even doubled back to do the fry at the bottom of the bag check.
Yeah,
Like, dude, he was like, wait, okay,
Hey,
I
man.
saw you like crumple up your wrapper and throw it in the trash, but like, are you sure?
What I like is he knows that sound.
Oh yeah.
Like he hears that crumple of that paper. He's like, somebody got them fries, and some one of y'all are coming up off these fries today. You gonna hook up Vito, baby.
He's a French
Shout out Vito. The
French
dog.
fry slut. What can I say?
Little
With
flus is Joey Sicone.
Isaac Okoro and Nikola Vucevic enter 2026 tied for first with 2 wins apiece.
All right.
in Goon
And wait a
of
second.
the night.
Does my Shih Tzu poodle have more Goon of the Nights than Patrick Williams?
Is this true?
Lee has 1.
Lee has one. Oh.
Okay. He's got
So-
some work to
He's
do.
got half.
Vito's got to come
2020
back for a few more game nights. And
Yeah,
he can
we'll see
absolutely-
what
That's
Vito's
what
on.
2026 is
back.
for.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see how it goes. All right. But man, okay. That's the Goon of the night list going in.
That's a solid one.
Leading you out of 2025. Let's see how it goes in 2026 and who will win the goatee.
The goatee season
Yes.
long. Giddey committee asking me for a 2026 whoopity diddly do. Whoopity diddly do. The Bulls won and had a zillion assists and very few turnovers without Josh Giddey.
Oh.
Whoopity dippity do. Oh, Giddey committee, I love y'all so much. Thanks for tuning in every night, or some of you on only nights when Josh Giddey puts up an impressive stat line.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to the diehards of Bulls Nation all over the world. We appreciate you tuning in, whether it's morning, afternoon, nighttime, middle of the nighttime, wherever you are. We will get out of here for tonight and for the year. Follow Big Dave Bow, BAWL Sports. I'm Bulls_Peck. Shout out to our King of the Controls, his pup, his queen, King of the Controls, Joey C. Shout out to the GOAT. And we will be back on Friday for the front end of a Friday-Saturday doubleheader. Stay safe. Enjoy your Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Day. Stay warm. Don't drink and drive. Love you, Bulls Nation.
Yes.
See you on Friday. See you, Red. Be good.
Bring all that love into the new year, ladies and gentlemen. See you there. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.